Good evening. Welcome. Do not adjust your screens. We are joined by Negative Dan.
Hello.
First time in a long time.
Yes.
It's been a while, Dan. How you doing, fella?
It has been a very long time. Yeah, no, I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. Yeah, happy to be back. It's been a busy time for me, just with work and stuff like that. But opportunity arose tonight, and I thought, why not pass up?
No, that's it. Your microphone is dog shit, by the way.
Oh God, I'll see if I can source an alternative.
It is dog shit, but we'll see where we go on there. So, what I'm thinking is we'll have a brief catch up for probably your opinion on the season so far. And then we might be joined by other people like Jay, I think, maybe not. I know he's just saying Dan's mic is very, very bad. Can't understand him.
Trying again now, hang on.
So to be fair, mate, it's nothing unusual really. When you're normally on, we can't understand you. So you know, it's fine really. But yeah, it'll get cleared. Just take your mic out. Will your laptop not pick you up for your voice anyway?
Better? Is this one better?
That's much better.
There we go. Right, I just had a dodgy headset.
Ah, there you go. You see. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you very much for telling us all that Dan's mic shit. But yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Evening. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Everyone's happy now. So I think we'll have a chat with you. We'll do a brief catch up where we are. We'll talk about Thomas Tuchel, isn't it? His name. That's how we pronounce it. I think it is. About the only name I can pronounce correctly because I heard Gary Lineker's show the other day talked to a German and asked him how it's said, and he said it's Thomas Tuchel. He said basically Scousers would be able to say it a bit better. It's like Tuchel, or whatever.
Okay.
Fuck it, Tommy.
Tommy, yeah,
we'll talk about that. And then we talk about Derby coming tomorrow. And obviously last time we played Derby and how you think we're going to get on and all that. Yeah, well, I think pretty much that's it. And then at some point throughout, we're going to give away something or one or two prizes because we do that every week now. And also, I've got a very special thing. What I think mine and yours ain't too bad.
Okay.
But I think one or two of the others
not great.
Not like it.
Okay.
But it's a one-off, and I think it's funny. And thanks very much to Rich. And we go from there. So yeah. So good evening, everyone. Welcome. Like guys from the off. Come on. Like guys from the off. What? Okay. Yeah. It sounds like Stephen Hawkins, fucking Germans, bothered. I think someone will be. So anyway, Dan, I don't know if you've been watching the show while you haven't been on, but yeah, we're going to hit the intro. And it's a fairly new one, I think, maybe for this season. Welcome back, Dan.
I like it.
It's Negative Dan, and he's back. It's good, isn't it? It's good.
It is good. It is good.
So, so let's start. Season so far. What's your thoughts? And also, Mickey, get a haircut. Fucking hell, you take the piss or what? And also, you might as well get involved in the. We'll start with that first. Feelings on Fleming going first, because it's been a while. So those of you just tuning in, we're not delayed. We're not working in a time.
No, we're not 2 months behind.
No. So just tell us your thoughts on Fleming, and then obviously of the season so far, because you are part of our lot, just haven't been here. So yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Well, let's start on Zian then. I was disappointed that he left so late on, but I think the fee that the club got is good business, and I think that was realistically the last chance to get a fee of that size. We know his contract situation. Frustrating that the money didn't come in up front, but at least we know it's definitely coming down the line. And obviously, he hasn't done much for them this season. I know he's been a little bit in and out their team. He's been injured, but we couldn't really afford to have a player that's like in and out of our team at the moment, given we're pretty paper thin as the cover is already. So at the moment, I'm not too upset about it. I've actually just read as well today. I think this was kind of common knowledge, but it's just been confirmed today that he can't play against us this season, or at
Yeah,
least in
because
the
he's
home
on
game.
loan. He
Yeah,
can't because he's on loan. Yeah.
he can't play against in the home game. Burnley obviously might choose to pay some money in January to speed up the process of the deal. Obviously, like we did with Kelly during the summer. So
Yeah, we'll
maybe
get
might
on
be
to
able
that
to
in a
play on the
minute.
final day. Yeah. So, but he can't play. So again, at the moment, I'm not too upset about it. I do think that if he was fit, we would be in a better position. I don't think there's any denying that. And obviously, I'll talk a little bit more in depth about our season so far. But I think him and George Honeyman, despite playing the same position, are very different players. I think that kind of goes without saying. And I think that maybe we wouldn't create as many chances as we would have done with Fleming in the team over Honeyman. But you look at some of the chances that Honeyman spurns so far this season, and you're saying probably the majority of them, you put your a good amount of money on Fleming to score.
Andrew Roberts says Fleming is really making his mark at Burnley. There were 2 games where he weren't even in the squad.
I think he got injured actually. So
But he's got haven't they said he has a unusual calf? Wasn't that what we said when he weren't playing for us?
that's what we said, yeah, because he wasn't playing at the start of the season, obviously.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see on that. I'm glad you like it, Paul. Paul won a prize, and obviously people will be able to have an option. We have some new prizes for later. So for the new season, so there's some options there, but we'll be doing that a bit later on. So yeah. I suppose realistically, Dan, tell us your thoughts on the season so far, fella.
I mean, it's frustrating because we aren't. I mean, everyone says the league table doesn't lie, but I do genuinely believe we're in a false position. Football isn't played on stats; it's based on how many times you can put the ball in the back of the opposition's net and how many times the opposition can put the ball in the back of your net. Unfortunately, we're just struggling a little bit. I wouldn't really say at the start of the season we were struggling with the second bit, which is quite unlike Millwall. Usually we've kind of reverted to type a little bit now, in terms of now we're struggling to put the ball in the back of the opposition's net. But am I upset? No, not really, because I think we've played some really good football so far this season. It's been, I think, if you look at last season, obviously I know Harris had the winning run at the end of last season, but the football was nowhere near as good as what we've played this season. Under Edwards, the football was okay, with no great results, and obviously Rowett results were okay, but football was horrible. So
Oh, sorry, mate, because you haven't been on since the beginning of the season. I will give you a pass on that, but no doubt the comments will let you know. But every time that man's name's mentioned for this season,
what,
you
the
have
man
to
on Sky
donate.
Sports?
Yeah, you have to make a £10 donation to our chosen charity, which is obviously the Win Trust. So just so you know, going forward, I will give you a buy for now. You say,
Okay, thank you.
say, look, Dan Riggs is already on you. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Going fucking pop. So yeah, we're
Okay.
we'll see.
All right,
So,
nice
yeah.
to know. Thank you. So I think in many ways we've taken a step forward, but what we can't afford to do, I think, and I've spoken about our games that we've played so far this season. I will speak about our next 5 games. Noah is obviously going to speak about Derby in a little bit more depth, but you're looking at the next run of games where we're playing Derby at home, Plymouth at home, Swansea away, Leeds at home, and there's another Burnley at home. I think it is. You'd probably say on paper you want at least at least an absolute minimum 7. I think we'll get more. We'll come on to that at the end.
Yeah, no, definitely. Burnley is the last game at home. Burnley is the 3rd of November, which is going to be the remembrance game.
Yeah.
And all the armed forces and all that lot there, and make sure that you bring. So yeah, do there. I've got a feeling that fucking Jay's going to be joining us in a minute. So yeah, Jay, go in the normal chat, in the group chat bit, and scroll up, mate, and you'll find a link, because I can't be fucking about, mate, while I'm on the air. So yeah, you can go do that. There we go. I've read somewhere that Fleming's deal is still appearance based. As far as I'm led to believe, it's not appearance based. It's basically a loan, which gives it's basically they've brought him.
Yeah, but they're just paying they're paying the money a bit further down the line to help with their financial fair play status.
Yes, so basically what it is they've done it for a loan for a year, which means it gives them a year grace as such, and then I think it's over the period. So it's the same as that's the problem, I think, where you don't actually make if you buy a player for £10 million or whatever, you don't actually make £10 million, because most of these clubs will give you £2.5 million per year for 4 years or something.
Yeah, the way the deals are all paid these days.
Yeah, no, that's it. So yeah, on what you said. Good evening, Jay.
Hello, mate.
Good evening, Mickey. Good evening, chat. Good evening, Dan. Dan, I'm glad you're back, mate, because
it's been a while, hasn't it? We just said
I've took on the fucking negative role, mate, in a monumental way, and I'm not joking. So
I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying to be more positive this year. I'm trying to be more positive.
I agree. I've noticed that, but yeah. But no, good to be here, gents. My first Friday night in a while, because we do the Sunday space. But yeah, no, good to have you back, Dan, as well.
Thank you.
Listen, the only reason you haven't been on the Friday night is because you've fucking been banned, and it's overturned now, so you're okay. It went to the
panel,
the arbitration panel, and the arbitration panel overturned Omar's decision, and you're back. So or Steve's decision, and you're back. Actually, Stephen's decision, and then he's back because he's not here. I'll tell you though, when I put these shirts up in a little bit, and I'll do it in a little bit, right? If we get to 75 likes, or what we do, I don't know what likes we're on. Let's have a look and see where we are on likes. So 75. We're on 18 at the minute. If we can get it to 50 likes, then I'll show you our 11s in the shirt of all our teams in there, mate, and it'll be funny. But we're only on 19 likes at the minute. If we can get to 50, then I'll show you. And also, if we get to 50, I'll do a giveaway as well as the end of the show. So yeah, we can do that.
Awesome.
We're doing fucking practicing for a fucking Hollywood movie. You got a sound bar now as well.
No, I told you yesterday, didn't I? I broke my fucking microphone. So I had to go out and buy a new one today. It's pretty snazzy, look. Pretty cool.
Oh, it's got the old light. There you go.
It's on a little arm, so I have to have it at this length. Otherwise, the too late won't hear me. Can't hear me anyway. My voice like fucking Marge Simpson, but I have to have it this high. So
that's really good. Instead of Red Bull Joe, it's Red Bull J. We could just call him fucking Marge. You're fucked now because Richard's listening. Richard's watching and listening. You know that the next bit of merchandise is going to be merch. So it's going to be a Marge merch. So yeah,
amazing.
No, it's always. So then coming in, we've chatted about there. We've chatted about that. Everyone in the comments as well. Good evening, Luke. Hope you're well, mate. Everyone in the comments as well. Thomas Tuchel. Good or bad news? Marge and Omar Simpson. Marge and Omar Simpson.
I'm very much on the fence about Tuchel. I like the direction that the FA have gone in. They've tried to go splashy, make a big hire. I do think they wanted Pep. He hasn't had a job for a while now, Tuchel. So if they really wanted him as first choice, they'd have had him in ages ago. I think they've got a bit desperate.
I think he was probably still on final payment from
quite possibly, but I think you've got to look at Eddie Howe would have been my choice, but
no chance. What's he
what has Tuchel won? This is the thing for me. What has Tuchel won? He took over. He
The
took
Club
over
World
halfway through. That wasn't
Oh, mate,
his
come on, you're starting to sound like
Champions
Dean
League.
Ashton now. Nobody
No,
wants to
it's
sound like Dean
true.
Ashton.
It's true. It's not. You know, he took over from it. Granted, he had to win it. I'll give that. I'll get that. I think he's got a lot of trophies that are just Moody Cups. A lot of trophies that every manager wins in the
I
French
think
league.
he's a great
what have you.
I think he's a great
Um,
tournament manager. I think if you want someone in
This
charge
is
of
what
a
I was going to
tournament-
come to. Tournament wise, it's a good hire. I just think from a press point of view and from a fan point of view, when it starts to go sour, it'll get very, very bad. They're already slating him, German, and things like you've seen makeshift songs come out. I fear for him in that sense that if it starts to get a bit rough, it'll get way more toxic than it ever has been for any manager. And I worry about that. But like to your point, yeah, that's what I was going to come to. Tournament manager. This is tournament football with England. Give him a shot. He's a very, very good coach. He's got some stripes. So yeah, let's just see how it pans out. Don't shoot him while he's not down yet. So, but yeah, it remains to be seen.
I tell you, we need to get you and Omar onto a post-match show, and we just do the thumbnails as Marge and Homer Simpson. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you would be Homer Simpson.
No, get fucked. Fuck that. Do I look like Homer? No. Omar. It's got a nice ring to it. So, yeah. Oh, I'm not putting that up, Alex. Fuck me. You will get us absolutely annihilated by One Direction fans, mate. So,
yeah,
yeah.
In general, but yeah, no, look, Tuchel he obviously wanted the job. He's very, very happy to have the job. The players, they'll respond to him because he is a good coach. So let's hope he gets the best out of them.
Personally, to me, I'm club before country. So
yeah, all day long. I'm not, but international breaks over now, so let's have enough of it.
Anyway, Dan, come in, mate, because as you probably realised, unless you've watched some of the past shows, Jay now is obviously doing this fantasy show he does in the week, and it's about fantasy football, not sexual fantasies and railway trains and stuff like that. But you will learn that Jay really does not fucking shut the fuck up now. So you'll get used to it. I'm going to go get a drink.
He's slacking in his own league, isn't he? Though.
Oh, he's shit, isn't he? He's shit.
But
don't mention that because he's quite delicate with it. But yeah, Dan, have a chat about Thomas and that, and then I'll be back while I just grab a drink. 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. I do quite like the appointment. I think it's a little bit, in a sense, I think this is a little bit like Millwall with the generational kind of sense of when we switched managers for the first time last season when Edwards came in, when the whole idea was to bring in a manager that on paper would try and play better football. It feels a little bit like this with speaking to people I know, because maybe some of the older people that I've spoken to have been more keen for it to be an English manager, and some of the younger people more my age are really, really happy with the Thomas Tuchel appointment because we think he is, in terms of at least tournament knockout football, I think he's right up there with one of the best managers in the world. I mean, he's one of the best managers in the world, but I think up in tournaments, I think he goes up another gear, to be completely honest. And I think if you look at the plethora of options that he's going to have to work with, bear in mind this is a man as well who got the best season out of Harry Kane in his career. I think that excites me.
Yeah, it's one of them, and the old guard, as many do, and I do to some extent, would always prefer everything to be the country of origin. That's what it should be. I believe that it should be that all the way down to the staff, the whole way through the international setup. It should be English, it should be German, it should be Spanish. But, you're allowed to do it. There is no rule against it. So, the FA have appointed what is a good coach, and let's hope it works out. But we are talking Millwall tonight. International break is finally over. It has drained us. We've had nothing to talk about for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, looking forward to get on to.
So, you ready? Derby. You ready to see Bradshaw back in the starting 11 shortly then?
Oh, God, no.
No.
He should be fourth choice striker, and he should be out of the club come January.
Listen, it's coming. You both
I know,
and the chat, we know it's coming. So Just let's prepare ourselves for it. But yeah, it is still a good thing, though. Regardless of your thoughts on Bradshaw, I have similar thoughts. But it's just extra bodies. It is extra bodies.
Squad
We do
depth.
need them, and it is like you just said, that it's squad depth. So
Hopefully
we're getting healthier.
Hopefully it improves some competition as well in the squad.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron, doesn't it? So while I don't want to see him on the pitch, I want to see him pushing. I want to see him pushing Langstaff. I want to see him. Yeah, the wheelbarrow, or his P45.
I think in many ways, I think the only minutes I would give to Bradshaw is if we was winning a game narrowly at the end, and whoever we had up top was starting to look a bit tired. And
he wanted to chase.
I was about to say, you want someone like that who's just going to chase. I think that's probably Bradshaw's role, and probably I think passing on his experience to Mihailo this season.
Yes, definitely, because he is experienced, like you said.
Yeah,
he is experienced, and that is key. He has got something to offer. More like, I think, kind of along the lines of like what Sean Hutchinson's got to offer. He has been around the leagues for a long time. He's been at the club for a long time. He can help the likes of Coburn, the likes of Mihailo settle in a little better.
Don't want to help Coburn too much.
Not help him in a football sense, but just breaking him into the club. In that striker room. Because you have your little clicks, your midfield, your defenders. Just help him fit in like that.
In the comments, who are you? Who? There's 12 people who voted so far. 92% is saying Bradshaw back in the team. No, 8% has said yes. So that's about one, maybe two of you who voted. So who's voted? Well, one of you probably, but yeah, someone's voted yes. Out yourself.
Yeah, no, it is good from
listening drunk and they've accidentally clicked that.
Yeah, well, it's Friday night, but no, it is good from just to help with the youngsters, because Langstaff's still new as well. You've got to think striker set up at the moment without Bradshaw is Coburn, who's never been here before. He's only played one game. Mihailo overseas, Langstaff coming from the lower leagues, and Bradshaw's going to be key to helping him settle in. So he has got a role to play in that sense, like Hutchinson. But yeah, the less we see him on the field, I think the better.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with that. I think that's right. I've just remembered that I don't think I've done my fucking
prediction league, have you?
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Good, because you got nothing to brag about this weekend then.
I don't think I have. So yeah, gutted.
Did you do your EFL fantasy team or not?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, he makes sure he does that because he posts it. When he has a good 60-pluser, he lets us know he's had a good 60-pluser.
I had a shocker last week.
I'm doing all right, mate. For me, yeah.
You are? Yeah, you're doing good.
I didn't do it. 2-1 Sheffield United, eh?
It is Leeds Sheffield United at the moment, yep.
Yeah. What's the score? 0-0.
0-0, yeah. 25 minutes.
Yeah. I've done it.
Pretty even.
I have done it, and I picked 2-1. There we go.
Oh, there you go then. But yeah.
2 wins, Sheffield United. And the only reason I want Sheffield United to win tonight is one that tomorrow morning, as you know, that obviously I spoke about Johnny, the Sheffield United fan who sadly took his own life the beginning of last month, or the 18th, actually a month ago today, pretty much.
That long ago, is it? Blimey.
A month ago today. And tomorrow morning I am leaving early and I am going to Sheffield for 9 o'clock. Get this, right? So Sheffield for 9 o'clock for the funeral to pay my respects. And then as soon as the funeral finishes, I'm back in the car, back down the M1. I feel like a BBC reporter or something. Do you know what I mean? Back down the M1. And then I'm into the den, into a box with a friend of mine who's got very well connected friends, shall we say, who's given me a box ticket for tomorrow. So hopefully I will be Sheffield back, and so Tesla, if you're listening, hopefully all your superchargers are working, and it will be an interesting drive there and back with it. But yeah, we'll talk about a Tesla in a while. But so tonight I think my thoughts go out to Johnny's family and friends tonight, because I think they're going to have a hard game with remembering, obviously, the player you remembered in your show, Jay, who sadly passed, the Sheffield United player. And then, obviously, tomorrow they've got their own grieving side of it. So yeah. Is it your mate from Fatty TV? No, it's it was a guy who done Shore and View. Fat Dan, you see Dan Riggs? Look, no,
He don't
He
miss a
seems-
trick, does he?
no, he seems to be having what do you call it now? Roadworks and the motorway will screw it up. Don't say that, mate. Fucking hell, don't say that. I think I'm leaving about 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. So
They're usually finishing up about that time.
it should be all right. It should be all right. When I looked earlier,
Make
at
sure,
the times,
make sure you get
2.5
over the
hours.
Dartford crossing before 6 a.m.
Why? Oh
Don't
yeah,
have to pay.
it's shut.
Don't have to pay
It's
for it,
shut.
yeah.
No, you don't have to.
It's
don't
shut
have to-
every night this weekend.
Oh well, anyway, you don't have to pay if you cross between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. So
Oh, okay, yeah. But I think it'll
Never
probably
mind.
go through my work anyway. So yeah, it's all good. Right, where were we? Everyone sit. Oh, look, Bobby's back. I've got to sit down and arrange with him to do that. That is going to be a show. I am recording a show next week with a very, very, very special guest, and a bit of promotional for them for something what they've got coming. So that will be done. Bobby will have to get on. I think Bobby will be really good at Who Are You? Really, just for the laughability, I think he will be absolutely funny as fuck. So yeah. Right, what else are we going to talk about now? New bar at the club.
Yeah, there
my
is.
hand, get in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spitfire.
I was disappointed that they didn't call it the X Fan on the Board Club Bar. Do you know what I mean? I thought that would have been a bit more.
I was hoping
beneficial
for something simple like JB's. Oh, I'll meet you in JB's for a pint. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just sounds.
It'll
Meet you at the
just be down to
Spitfire.
sponsorship, won't it? I'm sure.
Yeah, well, it is all
Sure.
down to. Yeah, it is all
I'm sure
down
if
to
the
that.
contract changes, they'll be naming it.
We've also got new LED lights.
We have got new
floodlights?
LED.
Are we going to do a Birmingham City fucking light show now before
you know-
every game?
Do you know
Is
what?
that the thing?
Do you know what? When I saw that news article appear on their WhatsApp or on the LinkedIn, I think
First thing I thought of.
I thought, oh fuck, please don't.
Yeah, here we go. Light shows. Everyone with epilepsy is going to be rolling about on the fucking
It's,
deck.
I really hope that it is just the LED lights and not the boards.
Just change the
It's
bulbs. That's what I hope.
yeah. I just hope that it's like new lighting in the concourse,
Yeah,
and new
yeah.
lighting in the spotlight. So it's obviously saving the club a few quid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really do hope that
Yeah.
the next night game it will be fucking.
Yeah, we'll have all
It's
this
on Wednesday, isn't it?
fucking
Wednesday night.
fireworks and it is. Wednesday night.
Find out.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
seen
we're
that
trying to
one
be a Premier League club, aren't we?
Did you see that one in a few years back now? But where is it? I think it was Italy, where they had the holograms running across the top of the stadium. They had like a lion walking around the top
Yeah,
of the
there's
stadium. and all that.
A lot of the NFL teams do it. The Carolina Panthers, they do it. They actually have a panther, and it to be fair, I'll send you a link. It looks so good, but for us, for you got to look at the aura of the club. That sort of the personality. It wouldn't suit us. I think it'd be a bit cringe, but it looks cool.
So while we're
remember when-
talking about ridiculously cringy things in football, let's speak about Mark Goldbridge at Charlton Athletic.
Oh.
Who?
Mark
You know,
Goldbridge, the Nottingham Forest fan.
You know the Nottingham Forest fan that does United Stands TV.
Yeah,
Thinks he's
The one who
United
said-
fan.
The one who said my dad took me to Man United, Nottingham Forest, but I'm a
Yes.
Nottingham Forest fan. Yeah,
But
yeah.
did you hear what he
the one
said
who
though?
The one who makes an absolute fucking fortune.
He does, but
Oh,
did
yeah,
you
he
hear
does.
what he said
Follow
though
him
when he
and
said
he
that? Because he actually went, "Oh, my dad took me to United v Forest because I'm a United fan." He went, and he slipped up, but yeah, look,
But
fair
there's
play
another-
to him. He does well for himself, doesn't
There's
he?
now
another
doing-
video.
He's now
Outlaw,
doing
what's his
live watch-alongs for Charlton games.
Yeah, great.
Why?
The club, the Charlton have arranged it. The actual club themselves have arranged it.
Yeah, and they can have him. It's a fitting partnership that because everyone thinks he's an idiot, and everyone thinks Charlton are pathetic. So you combine the two,
Actually-
and you suddenly got like a Power Ranger,
Actually-
morphing.
Yeah, but actually, do you know what? If there are any Charlton, media team and whatever, please get in touch because we would love to do a live watch along just so we can laugh how fucking shit you are. And the fact that most of you in the media team probably have never seen Charlton beat us. So, yeah, fuck you, mate. That is definitely not one
Yeah, there you go.
for us. Yeah. Lawrence TV will
Bobby,
probably be up for it, though.
Bobby, no, he's not back tomorrow. He's a few weeks out yet, but he's on grass apparently. So just to
Is
clear
Billy
that up.
Mitchell on
Coburn.
grass yet?
Billy Mitchell's on grass as well.
He was supposed to be back after the Watford game.
What, are we talking about fucking tennis now? Billy Mitchell and fucking and Coburn and Brad are all on grass, or are you talking that they're fucking on the grass?
AstroTurf. Yeah, no, Billy's back on grass. Mayer is. I think Mayer could even make the squad tomorrow. We're getting healthy. That's a good thing. We are getting healthy. It is a good thing. So, yeah, I expect changes.
Sorry, Bobby. What the fuck are you smoking? 47 years and counting what?
I think
47 is. I mean, I wish it was. It'll probably get to 47, but it ain't 47.
It's not 47.
It's like 26 or something like that.
Yeah, it's about 26 years. Yeah, something like it's
1998 or something. Lee Bowyer was a player at the time.
Yeah, they will. Charlton will sit there and say, "Oh, we beat you in a pre-season friendly," and it's like, well, that don't count. But yeah, Bobby, 47 years and counting. What the fuck are you on? Your Who Are You is going to be interesting.
It's going to expose him. That's what it is. He don't work at Harrods. He reckons he work at Harrods. He don't. He probably works at Summerfields.
I tell you, mate, with 47 years and counting, you and Lions TV should do a history show.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it'd be excellent.
Yeah, 96 they beat us. There we go.
Yeah, so. That's about I was 2 years off. But yeah, no, we are getting a few people mentioning about Mayer, Coburn. Yeah, look, a lot of them are coming back now. We should be pretty healthy, and we'll talk about the changes.
Let's go there. We're doing Andrew Roberts has gone there. Yeah, but will Harris play Mayer or will he still stick with Watmore on the left?
There's no way he's putting Mayer in. There's absolutely no way he's doing it.
I think you have to stick with Watmore to some extent. He just needs someone to come on for him. He's been delivering Watmore, and he deserves more than 1 or 2 games of an off day before you start looking at benching him, because he's been, without his goals this season. Let's put it right. Without his goal contributions this season, we'd be fucked, because no one else scores. No one else is scoring goals. So, he deserves his props. He will be in the team, probably one of the first names on the team sheet, until he starts to shit the bed for 3 or 4 games. But it will highlight the fact that he has to perform now, because these players are coming back, and Aziz has looked better and better and better. Still not the quite product that I think he's worth £1 million, but he's getting better. So yeah, it's good problems to have, and people have got to start performing now.
Mr. Riggs says if we're cruising, we'll rest Watmore and get Mayer on for some minutes.
There's no way, by the way. I'm just going to add in. Sorry, there's no way all of a sudden Mayer's going to go from having this really bad injury, and there's no way he's all of a sudden going to go from that to be playing 90 minutes, or I would even say more than 15 minutes of a match, unless we have other injuries.
Well, you got to look at.
Never really played last season, did he?
No, but you got to look at the nature of the week as well. We've got 3 games this week. People are going to have to be rested. I think Harris has made a mistake with that in the last couple of games, especially at Cardiff, not bringing people off when we was cruising against Preston. And he's got options now. It was his big thing he said after Cardiff. I haven't got the options to rest players that I'd like or to change it up. He's going to have that now. So I expect changes for the game tomorrow. I think we'll be surprised with the lineup. But then I say that it'd be typical Harrison here for the same lot, wouldn't he? But
no, that's it.
I want changes if that makes sense.
Yeah, you can want.
If he's
what you
listening.
get are 2 different things. So
yeah, exactly that.
You're not going to risk Mayer. No, probably not. We're only on 30 likes, mate. If you want to see something, then get it up. I mean,
come on,
another 5 likes, and I'll show you the picture, because Jay's only here for a little while, because then he's off to work.
Sadly, I've got a short shift tonight though, which is good. I'll be back at 3 o'clock, so get some sleep before the game. Yeah, get some sleep before the game.
Well, that's not bad, is it?
No,
he probably gets paid knowing that he works for the railway, and that means he probably gets paid for 2 full days. But he's only working 3 hours.
I wish, I definitely wish.
Right, what else can we ask? Dan, we got a big fucking Serb. What do you think of him?
He looks like he's going to cause a lot of carnage. He does look like, I'll be honest, he looks like he's going to score some goals for us, which I like. But at times, the way he's flying in at the moment, he looks like he could be a red card waiting to happen.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're probably right.
erratic.
To be fair. Yeah.
But I like it. I like the fact we've gone outside the box for a sign in, and it is the type of profile of player we need to be signing if we're to be competitive as a football club and compete in the
100%.
current market.
And what's another question we can ask? Danny Mack, left back or right back?
Absolutely. No, left back.
And now this is an interesting question for a
That's
game
why-
like West Brom
That's
away.
why
I like it.
why I asked it.
For a game like West Brom away, yes. For a game like Derby at home, no.
Oh.
I agree with your sentiment there to some extent because I think at home you want to be on the front foot and you want to attack.
I don't even think it's just being at home because if there's the argument that we're playing someone like Leeds at home, again, I would maybe say Danny Mack at left back. But when you're playing a team that's, let's say it, and we'll come on to it more detail later, they're very poor away from home so far this season.
Yeah.
We should be attacking. We should be taking the game to them. And
but I thought Danny Mack did that against West Brom. I thought he was good.
I think Brian's highlights so far this season have been when he's been going forward and not really defensively.
Yeah, well, he's a 1 in 5, and he had his one good game against Preston, so he's got 3 more games or 2 more games before he's going to be good again. I thought Danny was man in the match against West Brom.
Oh yeah, no, he did have a good game against West Brom, but I just think that's just my opinion. I think in these games where you are going to be the favourites, where you're at home, and
the latter,
you know, Derby are likely to probably sit in.
But Derby have also got nothing to lose, mate. They're going to come out of the traps. They're going to try and come after us. Teams have worked out. If you go after us, we just sit back. We don't like it. You know, I expect a bit of a feisty affair tomorrow. I think it's going to be quite difficult. Personally, I expect us to win the game, but we'll come on to that in a minute on the team selections and things like that.
I'm going to show you the starting 11 made up of some blank. So we've not signed these players. But you will see that the usual names are on there. And as I said to you, 1 or 2 of you might be upset. Dan Riggs will be upset to a degree.
Is this your 11?
Yeah. He is part of the team now, by the way, for those of you who don't know. But the trouble is with Dan Riggs is he just doesn't have a face for TV, so he only does the space. So look at that. Look. So right at the top, we've got my name spelt with a fucking E, but I'm okay with that. So we've got Dan 9 3/4. We got me, right? We got Omar 5, Stella. Then we got Jay. Then we got Frankie. Then we got Hasbulla. Then we got Ben. And currently on the sub bench, or is he a striker? We got Dan Riggs.
Oh mate, me and you're up top. He's on the bench.
That's why I used to play, and I used to wear number 6, my favourite number as well. So I used to sit in that deep line midfield role. So I love that.
What do you reckon about...
What does that say underneath my name?
Red Bull.
It said Red Bull.
Oh, Red Bull.
Mickey, how do you rate that team? What do you reckon on the athleticism and stamina of that centre mid partnership?
Oh mate, bowling.
I think it's all right, mate. Do you know what I mean? I mean, realistically, Hasbulla plays 2 or 3 times a week anyway. Ben is always on the golf course and plays, so I'm not too fussed with.
He's got good hand-eye coordination, so he'll probably be good in the air.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worrisome about me and you up front.
Why are you worried about that?
Especially if it's after a Plymouth away, then we could be banging trouble. But I thought. We'll carry on the what you called it, but they are limited edition. They are one-offs, but they are superb, aren't they?
They are very cool.
They're very cool. I like them. Look, good quality as well.
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, I think he's chalked on the front, the design bits at the front and all that. But no, I think they're cool.
Chat, tell us who's your favourite one out of that. If you was to pick one that you want on your keys, who do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, out of the pod, who would you have? And if you fucking don't go with me, I'm going to ban you all.
It's going to be me, mate.
No.
I'm just going to say everyone pick Hasbulla.
Do you remember that show you were on it when he went off that time for a split second to change his earphone, and we went when Stephen comes back on, just call him Hasbulla, and literally the comments didn't stop for about 15 minutes.
He doesn't like it, bless him.
It was relentless, but yeah. Do we want Dan with his negative playing up front? He's bound to miss and get all depressed.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll be honest. Last time I played football, I was playing right back.
Mate, I'm really sorry, but Dan Riggs, look, he's obviously upset. He's a stub. He's where's he go? Sorry, I put on the wrong one. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's sat there.
You want about the goalkeeper comment?
Yeah, no, that one there. He went 2 fucking midgets up top. Who did the tactics? Harris.
Not all of us are blessed with height, mate.
Well, according to him, it was Bobby. So, Bobby, if that's the case, we're getting fucking liquidated, let alone relegated, mate. If you're in charge of this team.
Listen,
3 games he had. I think he's back. I think he's back tomorrow. To be fair,
yeah, he is. I think he is.
Or Wednesday, he'll be back.
I'm putting a case.
Wednesday.
I'm putting a case into starting the team. I'm used to be a sprinter when I was younger, so I could do a shift on the wing or at the back.
I played for Welling United as well when I was a bit younger. So yeah, got a handy little left foot. Stick me in that midfield, mate.
Were you Sean Williams reincarnated?
No. Yeah, I was a bit more better technical. I'd not zero skill, but I was better technical. Good passer of the ball.
You just got that Norwich joke, didn't you?
What did you say?
He said he had a handy left foot, and I said, "Oh, what? He's from Norwich."
I was handy left foot. Yeah, 2 left feet. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I'll feed you all day, Dan. Don't worry. You two up top, mate. You'll get threaded balls, mate. Not a problem.
I can put the work in as well because little plug. I know I mentioned it last time. Might have been the last time.
I was running the marathon this year.
Yeah, I'm running the London Marathon. That's it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So, yeah, I will hopefully at some point soon be setting up a page for donations. And obviously, there's no pressure for anyone to donate. I completely understand times are tough, but if you want to chip in, whatever you can give, I'd obviously be very grateful. And I know the folk over at Mind would be very helpful as well.
Absolutely, mate. Not a problem. Yeah, definitely. I'll promote it on the. What I'll do is I'll put a link up on the fantasy show as well. Keep up.
Why don't you get Dan on as being rather than that Millwall podcast? Get Dan as a up and coming sports journalist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could get Dan. Oh, actually, it's a good point. I could get Dan's take each quarter of the season on the football season so far in general. Yeah, good. Yeah. Something to discuss.
Yeah, we'll put one in the diary, mate.
Yeah.
Evening, Ken.
Good evening, Kenny. I hope you're well. Good evening, chaps. You keep me informed about the Lions from Bristol. 70. Can you imagine that? 75 years supporting Millwall. Mate, he's seen some players. If you think about the last 75 years and think of what we've achieved in the time we've been watching them, right? And then go back in that thing. So, I mean, he would have seen the 72 team with Kitchener, with King, with Stepney and all of that, and the ones from the 50s, mate. So what's that? From 50s, 1950, innit? So just after the war, mate, that's some players you would have seen from Millwall over the time. And he got to see the white kit. Proper white kit, not the thingy, mate. So, yeah, well, congratulations, Kenneth. I don't think anyone's going to beat you on this group tonight. But
thank you for your service.
So, yeah. What's that? Has anyone seen the evening with Thompson and Williams?
I actually did. I saw that earlier today. For anyone who doesn't know, they're doing one of them like meet
and greet
Q&A,
things,
yeah, meet and greet Q&A nights at the Den on the Thursday, the 14th of November, I believe it is. And Ben Thompson and Sean Williams both going to be there.
Fair play to him.
I wonder if it's going to be busy though.
No, I don't think he will.
And a ticket. It's only £10 a ticket. It's not bad.
No,
it's not bad. But I mean, are they a massive draw though? That's the thing.
I don't think so. Williams,
maybe for the younger fans.
Yeah, Williams maybe he's a bit of a because Williams he does a lot, doesn't he? He does a lot of them like talk things. Been on Millwall TV and that, and you know he's a likable guy, isn't he?
He's just signed for Eastbourne actually as well.
Yeah, he has, yeah, and I think he people will be going there on the off chance they can get some signed gear off him or something along them lines, because he was a good player for us. So
yeah,
Kenneth Clark didn't know an ex-chancellor of the Exchequer was a Millwall fan. Yeah, look, Kenneth even saw the 59 game unbeaten run.
That's not a bad one, is it?
That's a mad one. So
another one starts tomorrow.
there's an auction, so Dan Riggs will be there, and sausage and mash tomorrow. Sausage and mash thrown in.
Sausage and
so-
mash thrown in, yeah.
Decent.
Right, come on in. Let's do Derby. Dan, you're dying to do it, so off you go.
What can possibly go wrong?
Well, you've already said now that they haven't won away from home, and then now
Yeah, I'll put that in. So just for the
no, they're gonna win now.
So for the context of our viewers, we was having a conversation at some point in the international break in our group chat, and Ben Green, as you all know, is generally a very positive man in our group chats. I'm just trying to find it now. So Ben's a very positive man. So I said to him, "Can you inject some positivity into the chat for us?" And
You're going to dig him out now, aren't you? You're going to quote him, aren't you?
No, I just said to him, "Look, Ben, can we have some positivity? 6-0 prediction win will do." Because he's quite good at predicting us to win heavily, and then we do win it. He said there was no way we weren't losing this game. To which I responded, "They haven't even got a point away from home this season." And then he was like, "Well, you had to fucking say it, didn't you?" So
yeah, well, Cardiff didn't have a win, and then we went and they played us off the park.
So yeah, what could possibly go wrong tomorrow?
Everything.
Yeah, I listen. At the start of the season, I did a 1-24 with Omar. Might have been my last show. I'm not sure. I said Derby would come stone dead last. I didn't really rate their squad at the time. They pulled off a couple of decent signings towards the end of the window, but realistically, I still think they'll go down. So realistically, we have to be winning this game, in my opinion. Whether we will or not is a completely different matter, because we'll probably lose this one and lose to Plymouth, but go and beat Burnley and Leeds.
Well, if we do lose these 2 games, you're talking 2 wins in like 12 games.
Yeah, then the pressure does start to crank up.
That is not going to be good. And Burnley and Leeds, yeah, we might go and beat them. I fully don't expect us to. I really don't. And then you've got Swansea and Stoke thrown into the mix there as well. It will get very, very nasty tomorrow, I believe, if we don't beat Derby. It will get nasty.
I think it'll be more Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, sorry, yeah.
It will do this week.
I better remember
6
that.
points.
I better remember the games on Wednesday, actually.
Yeah, we have to get 6 points. It's a must. Have to get 6 points. We can't go into Burnley and Leeds back to back with only 2 wins in our last. That will be 12 games, I believe. It can't happen. Just can't happen, because a lot of managers, you look at the records of previous managers, and there's been a lot thrown about Rooney's record at Birmingham. He only had 2 wins as well in 15, and and they was rocking down the bottom end of the table. You look at
I think
the
context of Birmingham is a bit different from.
It is different, but if you look at it as just for face value, and you look at the points that we had at this time last season were better, under the previous regime. You look at Harris's previous time at the club, the points that he actually left the club under was 1 point better off than we are now at this point in the season. So there's a lot riding on this, I think. And if we don't beat Derby, I think it'll put so much pressure on Wednesday to beat Plymouth that I think we'll just get ourselves in such a rut that we won't win the game.
Derby won their last game, by the way, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat QPR too.
Yeah, they beat QPR. Yeah. They've been playing very well. They've got leave.
Derby's on 12. We're on 9. They're on 12, and we're in 18th. So they're not doing too bad, mate.
No, they ain't.
Yeah, but
this is not going to be an easy side.
All their points have came at home.
Yeah, they've won 4
They're a big
games
physical side as well. Big physical side, good from set pieces.
They're going to play direct football.
4 in 9, and we've won 2 in 9.
Mm-hmm. It ain't good, boys. I'll be honest. It ain't good. It really isn't good.
Tomorrow, don't worry. That's 3-10 tomorrow.
Yeah, well, let's hope it is, because, like I said, if we don't, it's gonna get bad. I don't think the board are gonna sack Harris, but I think Harris is the type of person, as he's proven before, that he will jump before he's pushed, because he has that sense of pride about him. I just think it will get really, really bad. I don't. To that point, Andrew, there's always someone. There is always someone.
I think my
lower league managers.
My pick.
Skubala.
I was about to say my pick was Scott Lindsay. I couldn't for the life of me believe he ended up dropping down a division when he left Crawley.
Michael Skubala for me.
I think he would now be the top of my list. I think he would be the
Kevin Muscat
man I would turn to.
Yeah, or Kevin Muscat. Yeah.
Definitely. Is he available?
He's
I
in
don't know.
China. I reckon if you offer him the right package, anyone's
He'll be
available.
earning a fair bit of
There's-
money though.
Yeah, he
I'm
will be.
available. I'd do it. I'd fucking do
What's
it
your
with a
football
podcast,
manager
mate.
CV saying?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
football manager can't be any
There's,
worse.
there's always someone out there. There'll always be
Come say
someone
hello if
out
you want.
there. It's
You can say hello if you want.
it is just it is worrying. You got people out there putting up Twitters of renew Harris's contract, and it's look we get way ahead of ourselves when we win, and
Don't
we get
start.
way too down when we lose.
Don't start,
And-
Jay, on this one.
No, I'm not. But unfortunately, if we do lose tomorrow, negativity will hit all-time low. It really will. Because it'll get bad.
Remember, ladies and gents, Sunday morning, 10:30. Jay does a space show, all about space, talking about the planets, the stars. Stuff. It's basically where you get to vent, and it's on Twitter. And yeah, you get to vent on a Sunday morning, 10:30, isn't it, Jay?
We'll do 10:30. Yep.
I don't mind. You can do 10 o'clock if you want, wherever you want.
No,
But I think-
10:30. 10:30 was a good time last time.
That one. I might actually
Oh,
make
right,
that.
there
You
we
never
go.
know.
There you go.
Might be
So
too.
10:30. Wow, 10:30, and it's basically your show. So it's your turn to pretty much vent. We just thought it's easier doing it that way because after a game, you've got to either get everybody home or everyone's out in the piss. You don't really get a true thing. Sunday morning, you can catch up. And then Monday morning, it goes out as a podcast and you can catch up on the way to school. So yeah. Richard Lindsay's come in and said 3-2 Hasbulla, Red Bull, and a last-minute cracker from the sloth. Oh, so Dan
Off
Riggs
the
is on
bench.
now.
Dan Riggs.
He's off the
Dan
bench.
Riggs is off the
Impact's
bench and he's won. So yeah. Right, let's do. Right, I am going to get these are the new bits for here. Let's just get one of these before anyone else starts fucking bitching and moaning. So there we go. These are some of the goods we've got. We do have a shop coming very shortly, so there'll be some other goodies in there. So we've got bottle openers on the left. We've got a wallet. We've got that Millwall podcast on a Sunday morning cup. We've got like a little change tin for the car, maybe, or a tobacco tin, if you're allowed to say that. And then obviously some of that Millwall podcast key rings. So yeah, we've got a few there. So then what shall we do for a giveaway? Now, do you know what? I would do it the old-fashioned way of literally, we would do it with the giveaway tool and we would do it like we used to with a mad hashtag. Let me think of so yeah, right, here we go. What you need to do is you need to literally copy exactly what's on this page word for word as such. Okay, so let's just where are we? Share screen. Do that one. And then we do that one. So that is what you need. So hashtag capital DAN. You got 5 minutes. Put it in the comments and you will be included into this giveaway. So look at Jay fucking jumping in there. Now, you can only do it once, man. It takes one answer.
There's 3 there.
Yeah, it only takes one. So it'll only take one of you. It won't give you 3 options.
What
Got
happens if
5
he
minutes
wins?
to get involved. Well, he won't win, so it don't matter.
I know. I know. Omer will be the first one to purchase a beer opener, a bottle opener as well.
No,
He's
that's
probably
it. So,
already
yeah.
purchased one.
So at the
Bobby.
moment, you got a 1 in 4 chance to win right this second. All you need to do
Bobby.
is put in the comments hashtag Dan. So yeah, Bobby, right? Bobby.
We said exactly how it's.
Exactly how it's spelt, Bobby. Okay, take cap locks off. Exactly.
You don't need to shout
how
my name, mate.
It would have been Bobby
spelled.
as well.
Yeah. So look, I will put it in the comment so that you can just.
That enters yourself, doesn't it?
Oh, maybe if we win, I'm keeping it.
And Jay can't.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's bollocks. Also,
So there
just
you go.
a quick
Look,
reminder.
just like that, and basically you can copy and paste it now. Quickly, you got a couple of minutes left.
Just to touch on while we're waiting for that, if we do lose tomorrow, we will be in the bottom 3. That will be bad.
Yeah. You got a 1 in 13 chance at the minute. Yeah, we will be. Will we be in the bottom 3? It all depends, doesn't it? As long as the others don't. As long no, we wouldn't.
Would be if results go
only if QPR win.
Yeah, we'll be bottom 3.
If QPR win, if QPR don't win, then we won't be in the bottom 3 because we're on 9 points now.
Why are you so upset these days, mate?
Yeah, Jay. QPR's on 7 points. Portsmouth are on 5. Cardiff are on 5. So, and also Luton Town and Coventry are on. No, we're not going to be in the bottom 3. We can't be in the bottom 3, mate, unless Luton win, Coventry win, and QPR
That's what I said.
win.
If results go against us, we lose tomorrow, we can find ourselves in the bottom 3.
Yeah, but I can't see it myself. I don't know. Right, how many we got? We got 16. If I'm going to draw it.
Oh,
Ryan Mepham.
Ryan wins a lot.
Dan Riggs for a second.
Ryan hasn't won before.
I'm sure Ryan's won before. Ryan, tell us if you've won before, mate. I'm sure you have.
Ryan,
just lie and say you haven't.
Yeah, no, that's it. Just get in touch, mate, and I will give you an option of what you will win. So, yeah, congratulations. What you need to do is get in touch with us by DM on Twitter, or basically drop us info at thatmillpodcast.co.uk. Dan Riggs, shut the fuck up, or I'll ban you. So,
what's he saying? I can't even.
Fix.
Give him a timeout.
Right. No, because he's on our WhatsApp group, so he'll just come on there and just start fucking thingy, mate. So yeah.
Should we do teams?
Yes, do teams. Dan, start.
Jensen.
Whoa! Just whoa! You do keeper, then back 4. That's it. Then we go around. Then you do midfielders go around. So a bit of suspense, mate, just to fill you in.
Jensen, Leonard, Tanganga, Cooper. I'm going for Brian.
Got it, Jay, because I know you want to run off in a minute. So you're good. I'm
keeping the same, but I'm going to play Danny Mac at left back.
Yeah,
you, Mickey?
Danny. Yeah, I'll do that in Danny Mac. Yeah.
Midfield, then Dan. Assuming we're going for a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. It's kind of got to be Casper and Saville, really, hasn't it?
No.
Are you going? Okay. Well,
I'm going to go Kelly, and Casper.
I'm going to say Saville and Casper. I think that's where it'll be.
I think it will be.
Are we going for what we think or what we want?
No, I would like to see Kelly there because Kelly has got fucking pace and he's a box-to-box midfielder. So, rather than him sitting on the bench, rest Saville for a bit because we've got 3 games this week and we're going to need him at some of these games. Rather than just, playing the old man to death, let's just rest him. You still bring him on, but why not start him and, give him first half or something, or even give Saville first half and maybe Kelly on the second half. But I think Kelly needs an opportunity.
Yeah. And you're free then, Dan. We're
just doing the 3 and leaving the striker. Okay.
Yeah.
Aziz, Esse, Watmore.
And that is exactly what I was going to go with as well, because I was very impressed with Aziz's tracking back against West Brom and his defensive duty. So I'm going to say exactly the same with Esse in the 10.
Mickey's
go on, Mickey. What you got?
No, I'm going to go I'll go Langstaff in the 10 with Ivanovic or whatever his name is as the front, and then I would have.
He's given away his striker already, so
yeah, and then I'd have Fleming. I'd have Femi and Esse. Yeah.
So you wouldn't play Watmore?
don't know. I mean, yes and no.
So you didn't put him in the
wouldn't say.
teams.
So where have I got? I've got 4, 5, 6, 7,
You've done
8,
your
9,
11,
10,
mate.
11. No, I've done it. So yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you've done it.
no, he'll be on the bench, mate. No, I'm going completely
Okay.
different. 2 up front.
2 up front. All right, what you got then, Dan, up front?
I think this is the time for Mihailo to get a start.
Really?
I think this is a good game for him to start. He's adapted a little bit now. I think this is a good one for him to start. As you said, they're going to be a physical team. I'm not saying Langstaff isn't physical, but I think this could be a good game for him to get stuck in.
Yep, and that is exactly where I was going as well with Ivanovic. I think with the 3 games this week, 2 at home, I think you need to mix it up just a little bit more to keep people fresh. So yeah, so I'm Langstaff up front. Fucking hell, Ivanovic up front.
I think Langstaff just behind him.
I'd like to see it. I think he's played well.
You may as well just play
number
4-4-2 at that point.
Oh, 100%.
I would love to go 3-5-2, the modern day 4-4-2, and
Who would you have as your other centre half? Would you have Danny Mack in centre half?
No, I'll just keep Lenny there because I'd put Honeyman out on the right for his defensive duties.
Okay, that's not.
And then you could have Brian.
I don't hate that.
You could have Brian as that left wing back type and
Yeah.
get forward. You can still keep your midfield free, Saville, Casper, and you can have SA still in a 10. And then as you defend, you can drop deeper as a 5. It allows Saville just to sit that little bit deeper.
Yeah,
Saves his legs a little bit. So
I don't hate that.
So winner, Ryan, who said he's not won before, which I said.
okay. My apologies.
He said would like to see us go for it at home for once, be confident and just go all out. See,
Absolutely.
Aaron Day says, Jay, very emotionally negative.
Yeah, mate. They're shooting me down at the 2 wins in 10, mate.
It's because the man of negativity is on the show. You can't be it. Do you know what I mean? Dan can take it. Dan falling asleep. Dan hasn't even checked his phone tonight, mate.
No, I was about to say,
he's been eye contact with the listeners all night. So yeah, you need to go in a minute as well, didn't you, Jay? I think.
Yeah, sadly.
So yeah, give us your score predictions in the thing. I'm going to go. I'm probably going to go 2-1. 2-1 Millwall. That's where I'm going. 2-1 Millwall.
I'm going to say we beat them 3-0.
Okay.
I'm going to take a combination of your scores and go for 2-0.
Fair. Like that. I like that. I do expect us to really do proper Amram tomorrow. I can see it being like Preston all over again.
Danny Millwall says 1-0. Bobby says 4-1. Alex says 2-0. Macca and SA. Dan Riggs says ball draw 1-1.
Maybe.
Eye contact. Rich picked me up. Eye contact with the listeners. Yeah, mate. Remember when the snooker used to be on a black and white telly and he used to sit there and go the brown ball next to the red?
Yeah, it's just speak the colours.
Paul says 3-1. Langstar, where are we? Happy ending with Luke. 2-0 Langstaff and the Serb off the bench. Hart says 2-1. Hedge says 1-0 defeat.
He's not wrong, is he?
No.
Millwall 3-0 Derby. SA Langstaff and Tango. David Squire says 2-1. What are you going for, Dan? And what are you going for, Jay?
Yeah, like I said, 3-0. I don't know about the scorers. I'm going to leave that open. But I think we'll.
I'm going to say we'll win. I'm going to say we'll win 2-0, and the Serbs going to score one of them.
That'd be a perfect day.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
What did I go with? 2-1. So yeah, I reckon the Serb and Langstaff. Or yeah, I'm going to go Serb and SA. To be fair,
I'm actually going to put the other goal scorer down as Cooper because whenever we seem to give him a bit of stick, he usually ends up scoring a goal. So
that's it. So yeah, we'll see where we're going there. So yeah, but yeah, don't forget that Jay will be on Sunday morning at 10:30 on our Twitter account, and you'll be able to join in and get the space and air your own opinions there. Remember, you can say whatever you want. Just you need to stand by it when the lawyers come knocking. So yeah, Alex S says Cooper win.
Penalty.
So yeah,
No chance.
that's it. So yeah, I need to do my prediction league for tomorrow. So while we're there, just a bit of a reminder for those who haven't done it. Cardiff Plymouth. What do you reckon? Cardiff win Plymouth? I reckon it's probably going to be a Cardiff win.
Cardiff at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Cardiff 1-0.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking.
think there's going to be goals in that one. I'm going to go for a Desmond.
Mm. Okay.
2-2.
Yeah.
See, I got it there. Luton, Watford. Luton probably is going to win that, isn't they? But then again,
isn't it?
I don't think they will.
I could see them winning it. I'm
If
going
they
to
lose tomorrow, he gets sacked. If they lose tomorrow, Edwards gets sacked.
And it's against his former club, isn't it? And it's Derby day.
Go. Yeah, if they lose tomorrow, he gets sacked.
I'm going
1-0
to go.
Luton.
Oh yeah, I was going to go 2-1 Luton.
1-0 Luton. Very, very cagey game.
Yeah, agree with that. Mate.
I'm going to go with what you're going for, right? I'm going to go 1-0 Luton. I'm going to go with your prediction. So Dan, in Oxford, West Brom. I reckon West Brom will beat them.
Oxford haven't been bad at home. I think
I
West
don't
Brom will
think
just
so.
edge that 2-1.
I'm going to say 1-0 Oxford.
They have been good at home.
I'll say 1-0 Oxford. They're scoring a lot of goals as well. West Brom haven't won in what, 4?
They'll be back at it after the international break, rested.
They may be, but I fancy Oxford.
Preston Coventry.
That's a big game. They've both started poorly.
But Preston have had a bit of a resurgence. They've back-to-back games that lost 4 points. Coventry hit and miss. A couple of good wins, and then filtered off again. Still think Coventry will nick it, but 2-0. 2-0.
2-0 what? Preston. Coventry.
Yeah, Coventry. That's what I think. Yeah.
Blackburn, Swansea. Blackburn's going to win.
I think 1-1 for the Preston game. I think Blackburn, Swansea. I think 3-1 Blackburn.
Oh, I think 2-2.
Desmond.
Yeah, we're going for a Des.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1 there. Middlesbrough, Bristol. I would
Middlesbrough 3-0.
I was about to say, I think that's probably the game I'd feel most confident about putting some money on. I think out of the fixtures.
3-0.
I'm going Millwall. I'm going Millwall 2-1 because that was my prediction. QPR, Portsmouth.
Another big game down the bottom.
If you want to get involved in the comments, get involved when you're more than happy to get involved.
Pompey
Fucking hell.
got to win at some point.
I know they have to win at some point, but
born free, die young, or die free. Born free, die free, mate. Look at that. That's for our score tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, and if you do, we'll give you a personal shout out.
Good evening, Ben Green.
Good evening. Ben
yes,
Green.
Ben's burner.
Yes.
QPR Portsmouth 1-1.
Okay. Sheffield Wednesday, Burnley.
I think Sheffield Wednesday beat them. I think Burnley have been really hot and cold. Sheffield Wednesday at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they beat them 2-0. I just think they're quite poor at the moment, Burnley.
2-1 Wednesday. I'm going to agree with you there. 2-1 Wednesday.
Yeah. It's a new feature here, by the way, Jay, for your fantasy show, isn't there? You know what I mean? When you get your guests on, you could have a prediction competition between your guests. You predict, they predict.
Don't know if you can do all 36 games though. You might.
It's the whole EFL. When I get drawn into a championship,
just do it before you come on, and then just post it. Just do it before they come on and post it, rather than sit there take 4 weeks to go.
Do a little prediction league segment,
yeah. Stoke versus Norwich. Yeah,
Norwich.
Fleming can't play against, but he's not finished.
Norwich 2-0.
Do you reckon? Oh yeah, with their new coach, who isn't their first.
Their new manager, apparently.
No, that's it. So yeah.
they've got the highest rated striker in the league at the moment. I fancy Norwich.
You know what? I think there's going to be goals there. 3-3.
Oh, go on! I like that. I'll keep an eye on that one now.
Going aggressive,
mate. I've just put all them in, and they don't it's not saved.
Right, one more, and then I am leaving.
Yeah, do it, man. I'm just going to fill this out myself as we go.
Right.
So yeah, don't worry.
Right,
go on, what do you want to say, Jay?
No, just Fake Chat's been very good. Get back on a Friday. As Mickey said, come and sound off on Sunday morning, 10:30, after Derby. Share your thoughts. It's your show, as we said. And you might hear from Dan. You'll hear from Stephen. You might hear from Dan Riggs as well. So, yeah, come and join us Sunday, and let's hope we get a win tomorrow. And with that, I will leave the studio. I hope this don't
Excellent.
cancel me out. So if I shut the screen down, I'm sorry.
Just don't press end thingy, mate.
I'm pushing leave studio.
No, don't. There you go. Just
Oh, he's gone. He's done it properly, so that's all right.
well, he hasn't. He's still in the background. Look, he's still there. Look, see.
Bye.
Bye bye. If we cut off, goodbye. And then it'll be formally known from now on that Dan did a Steve. So there you go. My predictions have been saved now, so I'm happy. I am. Oh, mate, I'm winning. I'm above Stephen.
Go on, Mickey.
I think. I don't know where Stephen is.
Don't know
Where
why
is he? Oh no,
Don't
no, he's not. He's on 57. The little cunt.
No.
I'm on 42.
I
But I'm winning
don't-
out of Omar.
I don't know why you're listening to me then
and
if you're
Jake.
doing well.
I'm winning.
I don't know why you're listening to me.
What
Then.
do you call it? So yeah. Currently at the minute, Leeds are 0-0 with Sheffield United. I just want go on to a couple of comments. What was saved? We've done that one. Oh, we got it there. So yeah, they're all done. So we don't need to go through any of them. Yeah, welcome back, Dan. A bit all over the place. So if you are listening and you've got to this bit, then yeah, you deserve a medal. And what I want to do, I'll tell you what we're going to do. If you get to this part, I want you to, if you're listening to this on a podcast, then I want you to write a review with, just put the word melon in a review for a podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, I just want you to put I love Bobby. Okay. And I will pick, and in the comments, yeah, just put I love Bobby with a like, and then I will pick a winner from that and a winner from the other, and I will call you out on next Friday's show, and I will give you a prize. So just get in touch. So I just want to see if anyone's listened right to the end. So yeah, you watch all these what are listening now live and get onto it. But what they don't realise is that actually them commenting where they're commenting right now doesn't actually count once the show stops. So they'll have to go back on it and
they'll
do
have
it
to
again.
go and do it again.
Yeah, so it's a double con. So yeah, have you enjoyed being back? When are we going to see you again? Do we need to look at putting dates in calendars or?
I'm hopeful not. It's just a case of when I'm doing shifts at work at the moment. I've got quite a lot of late shifts coming up, so I know this time next Friday I'm working. So
well, we are possibly looking at Monday nights. So
I mean, with the nature of my job. Obviously, a lot of people know what I do. There isn't really normal hours because news is happening all the time. So, but I've been away. I've been busy. Been just trying to look after myself a little bit more as well. And yeah, just happy to be back on the podcast.
The prison food okay?
Prison food, not great. Not great. It's nice to be back at home for that.
So yeah, look, that's us for tonight. We will be same. I can't like again, Mickey. No, but you can once it goes live. I think you can. Once it stops being live, you can. And I did tell you that. Oh, look, all these people. Look,
I love Bobby. There they are. Oh, typo there.
I love Booby. Yeah, typo. Yeah. I love Blobby. Yeah, wrong show. Okay. Wrong show, Chris. Wrong show. So yeah, it'll be quite funny now that they've all got to come back over. So yeah, listen, if you do like the show, please do like and subscribe. And if you are listening to it on a podcast, please do like and make sure you set the reminders so that whenever a show comes out, you won't miss an episode. So like it on your podcast provider. And also, if you can, please do write a review. If you're listening to it on Spotify, it's really easy to do. Just leave a review. If you check through the reviews, we've had some really bitter ones from the other shows out there. You can figure out who's done what by just looking at them and the names and stuff. And yeah, as he says on Price of Football, it don't matter what you write in the reviews. It really doesn't matter. It's just literally if you do a review, it helps us with the algorithm. And also, if you do want a good show, The Price of Football did an interview the other day with a guy who is pretty much quoted as saying that he started the Premier League, or he was one of the consultants involved with the startup of the Premier League. And it's an interesting listen, and we'll pick it up on another show once you get a chance to listen to it. But basically, he said his idea was that there'd be a showcase league at the top. So the FA would keep the football pyramid as such. So at the top, you'd have a showcase, and then basically you'd have two leagues underneath it. So, for instance, Championship and League One as such. And then below that, you would have two leagues, North and South. So for football fans, that means that you're not going to be an Exeter versus Carlisle on a midday
We'd still have
kickoff.
Plymouth away, though, which is perfect.
Yeah, but basically you wouldn't have massive amounts of trips like that, but you'd have everything local, which would mean that the fans aren't being ripped off. The fans are actually being rewarded as such for supporting the fan base, your clubs. He reckons that the fan base and the tickets would go, like ticket numbers would go up, as in attendance would go up because more people are happy to do, because more people would be able to go away games because it's more local. And I think it's, I think it's a good idea. Listen to it and you'll see what I mean. The fella sounds really posh, to be fair, but it was a good, really posh, and he rambles a bit, but it was, some of the thought about it was very good. And his thoughts are that the FA sort of getting upset and letting the Premiership go on their own purely because they were more interested in stopping the power between the Football League, that pretty much them going on their own and them going, well, we don't care, you can do it, rather than running it themselves, pretty much fucked football to where it is today. So it was pretty much the FA being stupid, which pretty much fucked football today, because if they'd have done it as an FA, I think it was something like 25% would have been going back into football. And if you think about the Premier League now is worth £5-6 billion a year, 25% of that would have been great going to the lower leagues and the Football League. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho, it is what it is. Final thought then, Dan?
From me,
From you.
let's just hope we can start turning our positive performances into points, because at the end of the day in football, that's all that matters, points on the board.
Oh, giddy up and get away. Oh, we're going Millwall, how we're going today. Here we go.